Hi boys and girls, Mr. McD here, and it's time for math. We have two things I want you to work on today for math. First is we're going to work on clocks. I have this teeny little baby clock with us today. And what I want you to do for clocks this week is I want you to review everything we've learned about so far. On Thursday, when we have our one-to-one, you're going to have a little assessment about clocks. So I want you to start reviewing this week everything you know about clocks. Review the parts of a clock and how to tell time to an hour. So let's review really quick. What is this part of the clock? Good, the face. What are these two things called? Good, the hands of a clock. What's the longest hand called? Good, the minute hand. The shortest hand? Good, the hour hand. How many numbers are on a clock? Good, 12. What number is at the bottom? Oh, I bet some of you yelled out 12 thinking I was going to ask what number is at the top. Good, 6 is at the bottom. So what number is at the top? 12. Good. What number is on the right side? Good, 3. And on the other side? Good, 9. Remember, those are your anchor numbers. If you remember where those are, you'll be able to fill in the clock. So those are all the parts of the clock that you need to remember for your test, your assessment. Also, we're going to be assessed on how to tell time to the hour. So when the hour hand is pointing to a number, your minute hand is going to be pointing to the 12. And when it ever points to the 12, you say, good, o'clock. So for example, right now, what time is this clock showing? Good, 4 o'clock. Let me do one more. This clock is super cute, but I have to actually wind it. I can't just move it. I have to wind it for it to work. Here's another one. Good, 9 o'clock. Let's do one more. Let's do a tricky one. Good, 12 o'clock. When both hands are pointing to the 12, then it's 12 o'clock. Is it 12 o'clock p.m. or 12 o'clock a.m.? Good, it's p.m. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It's right around when we eat lunch. All right. What I want you to do today with your clocks is I want you to practice telling the face or telling the parts of the clock, and I want you to practice telling time. You can do that however you want, whether it's drawing the clock, whether it's having a clock and having someone quiz you, whatever the best way to review the parts of the clock and telling time are for you, that's what I want you to do. The other thing I want you to do while we're reviewing parts of the clock and telling time, this is a great extra time to do something else because we've been doing that a lot. So I think it won't be too bad for you because after talking to a lot of you, you know how to do this. So with your extra time, I have something else I want you to keep working on. I have some colorful flashcards here. And you don't need flashcards, but if you have them, that's great. And these flashcards are very colorful. They're Eric Carle flashcards, like our Hungry Caterpillar flashcards. And what I would like for you to do is practice writing your numbers again. We did this a few weeks back, but I think it's time to come back to it. I don't care what order you go into, but I would like for you to practice writing your numbers 1 through 12. Okay, let's go through 1 through 12 right now. I think those are good numbers to practice. So I'm just going to pick a flashcard. I picked the number 2, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the flashcard in front of me, and I'm going to write the number, and I'm going to say it, 2. Then I'm going to write how to spell it, and I'm going to say it as I spell it. T-W-O spells 2. And then you know what I like to do? Trace it. T-O-2. Look at silly Mr. McD on a Monday morning. 2. T-W-O spells 2. And when you say spells 2, you can always underline it. That helps your brain remember it too. Let's do it one more time. We'll do it 3 times each time. 2. T W-O spells 2. Then I pick another flashcard. Oh, this time I got the number 10. And I'm going to write my number first. 10. And I look at how to spell it. T-E-N spells 10. And notice how I'm taking my time. I have nice handwriting. My table's a little bumpy, so the paper's going through, but that's okay. 10. Tracing over. T-E-N spells 10. Do it again. 10. T-E-N spells 10. And we're going to trace one more time because we're tracing 3 times. 10. T-E-N spells 10. And if you trace enough, you'll see. Then I pick another card. And I have 1. So I'm going to write the number 1. O-N-E spells 1. 1. O-N-E spells 1. 1. O-N-E spells 1. 1. O-N-E spells 1. And one more time. 1. O-N-E spells 1. And you're only going to do 3 numbers each day. So just do 3 numbers today, then stop. And look, I didn't go in order. It doesn't matter. If you get to a number, let's see if I have one in my stack. I don't know what my box goes up to. My box may only go up to 10, but we'll see. If you get to a number that's, I think my box only goes up to 10. But if you get to a number that's larger than 12, just put it to the side, okay? That's okay. You only have to do up to 12. If you have a box like mine that only goes up to 10, then only do up to 10. Now, if you pick a number and it's a number we already did, like the number 10, we already did the number 10. If you pull it up and you do 10, do it again. It's okay if you do it more than once. It's good practice. But notice on this card, there's no word. So then I would have to do it, and I can either use from the previous one, or I'd have to ask mommy, daddy, auntie, uncle, grandma, grandpa, dog, or kitty to help me. Okay, so let's recap on what we're doing today. You're reviewing the parts of a clock and practicing telling time. And then you're going to write the number and word form of 3 numbers, and then you're going to trace them 3 times each. Okay? 3 times each. And you only have to do 3 numbers today. So that's all you're doing today. Working on your clock, you pick how long you want to work on your clock. If you need to work on your clock a long time and you don't have enough time to do your numbers today, that's okay. Your clock is more important right now. So take more time on your clock if you need to. If you're super strong on your clock and it only takes you a couple minutes to work on your clock, then work on your numbers. So you decide, or your mommy, daddy, auntie, uncle, grandma, grandpa, doggy, kitty, help you decide what you need to do more, okay? I just want to give you a little extra work in case you're like, oh, I know how to do the clock. That's easy. Okay, I don't have any work today. You still have work today if you know how to do the clock. You work on writing your numbers, because knowing how to spell your numbers is very important. All right, if you have any questions, be sure to reach out to me. Otherwise, I'll see you soon, Baboon. Bye.